My name is John Shaper. I've been married for 49 years with 4 children, 4 grandchildren. Was in the Marine Corps from 1966 to 1972, 21 months in Vietnam. My personal awards are the Silver Star, Bronze Star with V, Air Medal with 35, plus Strike Flight Awards, Navy Achievement Medal with V, and the Purple Heart. I've been a mechanic for 54 years, an airframe and power plant mechanic for 49 years, an inspection authorization with the FAA for 30 years. I have a BS in business and marketing, and I've been with the Federal Aviation Administration for 18 years. I have the Charles Taylor Award, which means that I've been actively a mechanic for 50 years. I've worked with the Marines for the past 5 years here at the Air Station. I've worked with Squadrons 161, 163, 165, 166, and 466. I tried to work in Camp Pendleton with 164, which was my Vietnam squadron, and they stiffed me. So I showed up and I had 2 parachute riggers because they had a deployment exercise. So all the technicians were busy, so I'm trying to reschedule that one. I've worked with the Coast Guard here in San Diego for 5 years, and I spent 10 years at my last duty station in Riverside working with the March Air Reserve Base and the Army aviators at Daggett out in the desert. I'm here to help you in any way I can. So here's my life, just to show you what can happen. So I was U.S. Marine Corps crew chief on CH-34s, which most probably no one's even seen unless they went to the museum. The CH-46 as a crew chief. I worked in a modification install shop while I was in college. I worked at an overseas contractor in Iran for 2.5 years. In the 1970s, there were no jobs in America. Literally, there were no jobs for aviation. They were laying off the airlines, manufacturers laying off. And the way manufacturing was doing, which was really interesting, was they brought you in for 29 days. Union contract was at 30. You got laid off at 29 days. You were off a week, they hired you back for 29 more days. So you went through this continuous cycle of 29 days on and a week off, 29 days on. And if you have a young family and you're trying to do something, that's not the best, but we did get a very nice job overseas. Corporate aircraft in manufacturing, corporate aircraft install and modification shops, corporate executive aircraft management company. I managed the maintenance on 35 different corporate jets. Corporate flight department. I flew on the Gulfstream II and the King Air for United States Tobacco, which is, if any of y'all chew, that's the big Snuff, Copenhagen, all those. Well, we sponsored, before tobacco became really ugly in the 80s, we sponsored all the rodeos. So I rodeoed from the Calgary Stampede over to the Cow Palace in London, Australia, South America, throughout the United States. We set up all the rodeos. So we flew around in the Gulfstream with our spokespeople, and it was a fun job, because you do the rodeo, then I'd be off for like 40 days, 50 days, and then we'd do another rodeo. So it was great for family life, because I'd be gone just for a little while, then I'd work hard, then be gone. So anyways, so I'll travel to your squadron. I'll help you with your 8610-2. I will give a life after the USMC presentation. I'll help you in any way that I can. Small, large groups. My current schedule is very flexible. I'll be retiring in 2023 after 57 years of work, and I'll be 75 years old. So, and there's my email, and everything I've presented, they have information like this in the Career Center for y'all.